Today's video, 10 signs to tell you that your husband is cheating on you. Hi, I'm Chua and I hope you don't ever need this video, but in case you suspect that your husband is cheating on you, I want you to stay to the end because I will have tips that could save your marriage. Here are 10 checklists for you to tally if your husband is cheating on you. Tip number 1, the baseline. So you know your husband for a while and you know how he behaves. But lately you find that the behavior seems a bit strange. What are these? He's talking less or he's talking more, he's avoiding you, he's behaving in a way that seems odd. That's called off the baseline. 1 tick. Tick number 2, upgrading his clothes. What's the occasion? Why is he spending more on clothes and wanting to look sharper? That's the second suspicion. Third suspicion, upgrading underwears. Now that's a big red flag because usually underwears don't get seen by anyone except the one that you're cheating with. So if they start buying expensive underwear like Calvin Klein, sorry man, but it's beginning to look a lot like cheating. Number 4, spending more time in front of the mirror, looking at every spot and blemish, a little pimple, trying to fix up his face, maybe even putting a bit of makeup. Why is that happening? Number 5, paying more attention to his physical looks, going to the gym, working out, going in front of mirror once again, assessing how he looks. Number 6, staying out late, always having an excuse that he's working overtime, he's very busy in the office, he can't take your call. You call him, he's not picking up the phone. These are red flags. Number 7, absent on Valentine's Day, not spending Valentine's Day with you but with someone else. Sorry man. Number 8, taking trips. Suddenly there are more business trips, more overseas trips. Once when I was working in the military, a wife called up and said, when is my husband being released from the army? And we said, we have nothing on during this period. The phone went really silent and then she cried. Number 9, the phone is in lock mode. You try to check his messages, but you gotta use iris or fingerprint 2FA to get through that. Sorry man. Number 10, he brings the phone into the toilet or even when he's taking a shower. That's strange. You try to check the phone and most of the history has been deleted. Since you stayed to the end, I have one more clue for you. Clue number 11. He's avoiding conversation. Each time you ask him why is he working late, he say, I can't tell you, it's confidential, I can't remember where I was, let's not talk about it, why are you accusing me? Anything that's evasive or is trying to digress, it's another red flag. Now don't get paranoid. Just because he's working out, he might be working out because of his health reasons. So don't get paranoid. Most of my participants, after spending 8 hours to 16 hours on a body language workshop, they get paranoid and everything else is, he's cheating on me, she's cheating on me. No, don't. Okay, this is how it works. Just like a doctor, he doesn't come to a conclusion over one sign. If you go to a doctor and say, hey, doctor, I have a headache, he doesn't say, you have a brain tumor. He will ask you more questions. How long have you had that headache? Is there a lump on your head? Are you vomiting? Things like that. So in body language, it's exactly the same. If you have only one of these tells or red flags, don't get paranoid. Just because he's spending a bit of time in front of the mirror, it doesn't mean he's cheating on you. But if out of the 11 signs, you got 6 ticked off, that's a bit scary. Okay? Now, the tips that's gonna save your marriage. If your relationship sounds like it's breaking down, I want to give you a few tips. Do you recall when you first got together and you were so in love? What made you become so inseparable? Maybe it was love at first sight. Most of us fall in love with what we see and we imagine how this person can be such a pleasure in our lives. And that happened. And then we became very fond with each other and we gravitate to each other because of the company. When I'm spending time with you, I I'm really enjoying it and having a lot of pleasure. And likewise, your spouse having exactly the same. Now that part has gone and you're angry and he's angry, and each time you come together, you quarrel and there's a lot of unpleasant behaviors. You got together because you enjoy each other's company. And your marriage will last if you enjoy each other's companionship. Often a couple comes to me and the wife would say, he doesn't love me anymore. And the husband would say, she doesn't seem to love me anymore too. And I ask each other, are you lovable? Make yourself more lovable and easy to love. Then your spouse will fall in love with you again. Now, here's a quick tip. Bring a lot of laughter back into the relationship. A couple that laughs a lot will have a bond. You will realize that if you are listening to me right now and your relationship is breaking down, it's because you have very little laughter and a lot of shouting and anger and resentment and unforgiveness. Am I right? Okay, get a counselor, sit down, you gotta press the reset button. And sometimes it can't work, you can't work out between yourself. Get a professional, they will talk things out and you say, are you willing to forgive the past and press the reset button? And once the reset button has been achieved, bring more laughter back into your lives. I hope this helps. And if you want to hear the female version on Is My Wife Cheating on Me, please drop down into the comments. And if that's enough, I will do a video just about that. And of course, if that happens, you don't want to miss it, so please subscribe also.